I'm going to talk related to happiness. I have mentioned name the art of happiness. Whole 3 session, our theme of the 3 session would be Buddha's wisdom for everyday life. This is our theme. So, the art of happiness. Today I am going to explain how can we happy, how can gain that, how can we understand that by using Buddha's story. First of all, I would like to explain how can we be truly happy. How can we be truly happy? Beginning of my sermon or talk, I explained some statement. If you want to be happy for the rest of life, you can be. It's completely in your control. No one take it from you. Right? You are the supervisor of your life. You are the destroyer of your life. And you are the creator of your life. The word of the Buddha. I will recite that. Mano pubbang dhamma dhamma mano setta mano maya manasace pasannena bhasativa karotiva tato nang sukha manveti how can we be truly happy? The perceptions. Okay, dear friends, we often think happiness comes from outside, from possession. No, normally we think we try to happy with other person or materialistic things. But dear Dhamma friends, you know, all conditional things are impermanent, including other life as well. Your parents, your child, your materialistic things, your house, and luxury car, everything will change. It may happen. Therefore, if you want to be happy, try to give up all the materialistic things and others, because they are not give happiness for our day-to-day life. You are the person who can create happiness. Then that is why I mentioned here, you often think happiness comes from outside, from possessions. Okay, we have so many things now, houses and cars, children, what else? So we have so many materialistic things. And when we look at our success, sometimes we have achieved some education background, then we are going to happy by using those possessions and success. But the Buddha pointed inward and said, all things are led by the mind, created by the mind. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like a shadow that never leaves. Then one speaks, acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like a shadow. Then I understood Buddhism as a mind-centric religion. Somebody said Buddhism as a pessimistic religion and optimistic. But Buddhism is not both optimistic or pessimistic. It is realistic. Even if you like or don't like, but Buddhists talk about birth, decay, like that. Therefore, Buddhism is a realistic religion in the world. even you accept or reject. That is why I would like to Buddhism taken as a realistic teaching, or religion, realistic teaching, and mind-centric religion. We can feel our mind is the root of our happiness and our suffering. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can blame for you. Nobody can criticize you. Nobody can scold for you. Because our mind is the root of our happiness and our suffering. Because we need to understand that. And number one, what is real happiness? Dear friends, what is real happiness? I have selected one of the Zen story. It's very important Zen story to understand happiness or to understand our thoughts. Let's begin with the Zen story, the empty bowl. The name of this Zen story is the empty bowl. A Zen master used to take a small boat and go to the middle of the lake to meditate. What was happened? One morning, after he had closed his eyes in deep silence, another boat hit his. He opened his eyes and immediately felt pain or irritation. Who could be so careless? Try to now get angry, no? He thought that who could be so careless? He stood up and ready to scold the person. But he noticed the boat was empty. He had broken free from its rope and repeat. The master sat back down and smiled. Later he said to his students, okay? Dear friends, now you can understand what was happened. No? He tried to go meditate alone. Then he told to the student that day I learned something big. My anger did not come from the boat but from myself. The boat was just tribal. Reflection. So we think people or events make us angry. You know, if there are so many people, no, we try to think those people will disturb for my mind. But according to this story, we often think people or events make us angry, sad, anxious, but in truth, it is our reactions, our thoughts that create suffering. The world is full of driving boats, but if your mind is clear, we remain at peace. If you want to relax your mind, you have to change your mind, our thoughts. Dear Dhamma friends, next one. Why do we suffer? This is the next point I am going to explain to you to explain. Why do we suffer? The Buddha did not say life is only suffering. That's why earlier I mentioned Buddhism is not only optimistic or pessimistic. You know, Buddha has practiced self-indulgence and self-mortification both. Not only one side. If Buddha practice self-mortification, what will happen to self-indulgence? He doesn't have that experience. He wanted to experience as a leader. Then who practice both self-indulgence and self-mortification? That's why I wanted to say to you to say Buddhism is not only talking about suffering. Because people say Buddhism always talk suffering. Why? Not only suffering. This is realistic. Not talk about only optimistic or really pessimistic. Then Buddha taught realistic teaching. Then there is suffering. Life is only suffering. He said there is suffering, and when we face it with awareness, we can transform it. You can convert it. It's totally in your control. Okay, I will give one example. It is not Zen Buddhism, it is Theravada Buddhist tradition. The story of Kisagotami and the mustard seed. I think somebody knows about this story.
Yes.
Yeah. Kisagotami was a young woman in ancient India. She loved her baby more than anything. Only as normal, we are normal human beings. We love for our children. That is very natural. The same thing was happened to Kisagotami. She loved her baby more than anything. But one day, her child fell sick and died suddenly. She was unable to accept it. She cried and begged her child from house to house. He visited house to house. Then begging people to give her medicine. He gave medicine for her children, her child. People pitied her but couldn't help. Finally, someone sent her to Buddha. Somebody said, now you have to meet Buddha. He will give something. He will give medicine for you. Then you have to go in front of the Buddha. Definitely he can solve your problem. Then the Buddha listened patiently and said, okay, I will give medicine, but you have to do one thing. What is that? Bring me a mustard seed from house where no one has ever died. If you want to medicine for your child, what you have to do, you have to bring me a mustard seed from a house where no one has ever died. Then, with hope in her heart, Kisagotami went door to door, or house to house. Everyone was willing to give mustard seeds, but no house had escaped death. That's the reason. One lost a child, another lost a parent, another lost a spouse. Or slowly she understood, death is not my pain alone. It is part of life. That's why again I want to remind you that is realistic. Kisagotami also thought, death is not my pain alone. It is part of life. She returned to the Buddha not with mustard seed but with the mind that had awakened. Then what we can understand from this story? When we realize that suffering is shared, we move from isolation to compassion. We can definitely change our mind to compassion. Why me becomes, oh, this is life, this too shall pass. Then when we study story of Kisagotami, you can understand so many things related to this story. And third one, how do we release suffering? How do we release suffering? Because everybody wants to release from suffering or unhappiness. If we speak or act with the disturbed mind, suffering follows like a cart behind us. We often carry the burden of the second arrow, not just pain of life, but the pain of reaction. Then I have taken another important story in Buddha's period. The two arrows. The Buddha once asked the monks, if someone is struck by an arrow, is it painful? Then what was the answer of the monks? They said, yes. He asked if they are struck by a second arrow in the same place, is it more painful? What was their answer? They said, yes, of course. Then she said, the first arrow is the pain of life, like illness, loss, disappointment. What is the meaning of second arrow? The second arrow is how we respond. We blame, anger, regret, self-pity, like that. Next, I have taken another same story. Yeah, and everybody knows this story well. This is very common story. Carrying the woman. 2 months were traveling. They reached a muddy stream and saw a woman unable to cross. There was a woman, she unable to cross the mud. One man gently lifted her and carried her over. They continued walking. Hours later, the other monks burst out, why did you carry that woman? You know, we shouldn't touch women. The first monk smiled and said, I left her at the river. Are you still carrying her? Then what's the meaning of that? It gives very deep meaning. As a human being, we have mistakes in our life. It can be happen because we are normal person. We have so many mistakes in our life. But if you think only your mistakes, what will happen to you? Your life not successful in future. By using this story, you have to teach. You have to learn those teaching from this story. Okay, reflection. We carry anger, guilt, and memories for long than needed. Letting go doesn't means praising ourselves. Then number 4. How do we cultivate happiness? The next point we need to understand. How do we cultivate happiness? We act with the pure mind, happiness follows, like a shadow that never leaves. If you have good thoughts, your action will be good to the society as well as for your life. Then you have to create good thoughts from your life. Then the other thing is, if we act with the pure mind, happiness follow like a shadow that never leaves. What does a pure mind mean? It means mind of kindness, understanding, presence, and non-attachment. So those things you have to understand. And other thing is, if you want to develop happiness, or if you want to be happy, you have to build up a specific mind called unconditional mind. Have you heard that? Unconditional mind. We have relative mind. Already we have relative mind. We are going to be happy by we are going to compare something, then only we are going to be happy, unhappy or happy. But if you can cultivate, if you can build up unconditional mind, that meaning you are not going to compare, not relative mind. You need to develop unconditional mind. Consider another story, strawberry and the tiger. A man was walking in the forest when he was chased by a tiger. He ran until he reached a cliff and grabbed a vine hanging there. He looked at the tiger growed above him. Below snakes waited. Then he noticed a ripe vine, strawberry growing on the cliff. He picked it and he ate it. He sweetly tasted. And meaning whatever you have, we are now in this moment also we are in suffering, no? Decay, and also we are in unconditional format in this moment as well. But it is okay. But if you can create good thoughts, you can be happy. Don't think too much. I'm going to die. I'm going to decay. Okay. Don't think too much there. It may happen like this thing, no? What was happened to that boy or man? He picked it and he ate it. How sweet it tasted. Then you have to enjoy with life. If you are every day you are thinking, get up early in the morning, you get up early in the morning and you think, today I'm going to die. Like that, what will happen? I'm going to decay. Don't think. You try to be happy currently. Like this story. What is reflection? This moment is all we ever have. Mindfulness, being here fully, is the doorway to joy. Let's now try short practice. Okay, I will give a small practice. It will guide Bhante Pannasara with small meditation practice. We have more 15 minutes. But before doing that, another story. I have selected another story. The angry man and the Buddha. A man once insulted the Buddha in public. He shouted, he cursed and mocked him. He scolded, he blamed the Buddha. The Buddha remained silent. The Buddha was silent. When the man finally stopped the Buddha, he stopped his shouting and blamed. The Buddha asked, if someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does it belongs to? The man said, it belongs to the one who offered it. The Buddha replied, I don't accept your anger. It remains with you. Anybody can blame you, anybody can admire you, anybody can appreciate you, doesn't matter. Both don't accept, okay? If you accept appreciation, what will happen? Definitely, when someone criticizes you, you will get upset. Dear friends, happiness is not something we find in the future, it is something we create with clear thoughts, kind words, gentle action and peaceful heart. Let your mind be your best friend, not your enemy. May you be well, may you be free, may your happiness follow you like a shadow that never leaves. Then I'm going to wind up, we have 10 minutes more. I'm going to wind up my sermon today, speech today. So thank you for coming. Chandratana Thero will give a short meditation within 10 minutes. We have now 9 minutes more. Then thank you very much for listening to us. May the teacher be with us.
Thank you, Bhante.
Very good evening. So now we are going to start loving kindness meditation in 3 minutes. To start our meditation program, we sit in comfortable position. And now relax your body. Dear Dhamma friends, relax all the muscles on your face and relax all the muscles of your body. If you like, please close your eyes with a smile. Now, take a long breath and breathe out. Normally and naturally 2 times. share our loving kindness and compassionate thoughts to yourself. Please think of you. Think, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. Okay, dear Dharma friends, now we are going to share our loving kindness and compassionate thoughts to all human beings and all living beings. Kindly think of them. They all are like myself. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be peaceful. May they be well, happy, healthy and peaceful. Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. May all living beings be well, happy, healthy and peaceful. Okay, dear Dhamma friends, now slowly open your eyes with a smile. Thank you so much.